Life is not a set of circumstances you happen upon. Life is a series of choices, decisions, and actions. Every step you take today, every word you speak, every thought you entertain, shapes the tomorrow that you will one day live. Too many people wait for success to find them. They wait for the right circumstances, the right opportunity, the right moment to make their move. But here's the truth. The right moment is not coming. The right moment is now. What you choose to do with your time today will determine who you become tomorrow. If you want a better tomorrow, you need to change your mindset today. You need to stop waiting, stop postponing, and stop making excuses. You need to focus on yourself before you lose everything. If you don't take charge of your life, someone else will. If you don't dictate the path you walk, circumstances will take control and drag you down a road that will lead you nowhere. There are people every day waiting for something to happen to them. But successful people don't wait. They act, they create, they evolve. They don't wait for the world to give them what they want, they take it. They know that the power to change their circumstances lies within their own hands. The question is, will you take responsibility for your life? Will you take action to change it? Or will you allow life to dictate your journey, leading you further away from your potential? The truth is simply, if you focus on yourself now, you will have everything you need later. But if you keep waiting for the world to give you something, you will eventually lose it all, because waiting doesn't build. Waiting doesn't change your life. Action does. If you want to get rich, you must first realize that wealth is a mindset. Wealth is not just about money. It's about mindset, habits, and the way you approach life. Getting rich isn't just about finding the right investment or the right business. It's about the way you think about yourself and your potential. Wealth is a reflection of your mindset, your discipline, and your relentless pursuit of becoming the best version of yourself. You can't be rich in life without first being rich in mind. Ask yourself, how rich are you in your thinking? Are you constantly telling yourself that it's not possible, that things are too difficult, that success is out of reach? Or are you telling yourself that you can do this, that you will do this, that your potential is limitless? The richest people in the world weren't born with wealth. They created it with their minds, their ideas, and their ability to focus on their goals, no matter what. You can do the same. But it starts with one thing: focus. Focus is the key to everything. Focus is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Without focus, you'll be scattered, lost, and directionless. You'll chase every shiny thing that comes your way, and you'll get nowhere. You'll burn out, get frustrated, and ultimately give up. But with focus, you can block out the noise, the distractions, and the doubts. You can zero in on your goals and build your life step by step toward the future you desire. Focus is the foundation of all success. How do you build focus? It starts with discipline. It starts with making the decision to commit to your goals, no matter how difficult, no matter how inconvenient. Discipline is the muscle that strengthens your focus. It is the ability to choose what's important over what's easy. It is the ability to stay on course, even when the path is rocky and the temptation to stray is strong. Think about it: what you do on a daily basis. The habits you build today will determine the life you lead tomorrow. Your life right now is the sum of all the decisions you've made until this point. If you're unhappy with where you are, you have the power to change it. You have the ability to decide right now that you will no longer live in mediocrity. You will no longer make excuses. You will no longer settle for the life that's been handed to you. You will create the life you want. But you cannot create something without first changing your mindset. You cannot build something beautiful out of a mindset that says, I can't. Your mindset is your greatest asset. If you believe that success is out of reach, you are right. If you believe that you are too old, too young, too inexperienced, or too unlucky, you are right. But if you believe that success is inevitable for you, if you believe that you have the power to create whatever you desire, you will find a way. This is why you must focus on changing yourself first. The external world is a reflection of the internal world. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. Success is not something that happens to you. It's something you create step by step by becoming the person who is worthy of it. You need to focus on your habits. Your habits will determine your future. Habits are the small actions you take every day that compound over time to create massive results. Success doesn't come from one big action. It comes from the small, deliberate, and consistent actions you take every day. What are the habits that will move you closer to your goals? Are you building the habits that will make you wealthy, healthy, and successful? Or are you allowing old habits to hold you back? You cannot afford to waste time. Time is your most valuable resource. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. Time doesn't wait for you to get your act together. It marches forward, whether you are ready or not. So use it wisely. What are you doing with your time? Are you investing it in activities that bring you closer to your dreams? Or are you wasting it on distractions, on things that will never move you forward? Focus on what you can control. You cannot control the economy. You cannot control the actions of others. And you cannot control every circumstance that happens in your life. But you can control your thoughts, your attitude, and your actions. Focus on the things you can control and make those things work for you. As you build focus, build self-discipline. Discipline is the key to staying focused on your vision. It's the ability to do what you need to do even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is about doing the work that others won't in order to achieve what others can't. If you are unwilling to do the hard work, the sacrifices, the grind, then success will slip through your fingers. Success requires effort. It requires sacrifice, but it also requires belief. You must believe in yourself before anyone else does. You must trust in your ability to succeed, even when the world doubts you. When the doubts creep in, remind yourself, I am capable of this. I am worthy of this. You must tell yourself this every day, even if no one else is saying it to you. The most important voice you hear is your own. So, focus on yourself before you lose everything. Build the habits, the mindset, and the discipline necessary to create the life you deserve. Take responsibility for your journey. Stop waiting for something to happen and make it happen. And as you do, know this: you are the creator of your destiny. Your focus, your discipline, your mindset, your actions will shape the life you live. The choices you make today will determine the future you live tomorrow. Focus on yourself, and success will follow. Keep believing in your potential. Keep moving forward. And never forget, the only person who can stop you is you. Now, take the step forward. The world is waiting for you to create it. As you stand on the edge of your future, know this: the power to shape your destiny is in your hands. Every moment, every choice, and every decision is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. You have the ability to create the life you desire. But it starts with focusing on yourself, prioritizing your growth, and refusing to let anything hold you back. The world will tell you that things are out of your control. It will tell you that your circumstances, your background, and your environment define who you are. But the truth is, you are not bound by your circumstances. You are bound only by your beliefs, your thoughts, and the actions you take every day. You are not a product of your past. You are a product of what you choose to do with your present and your future. You are capable of so much more than you think. The only thing standing between where you are right now and where you want to be is the belief in your own potential. The moment you decide to invest in yourself, to believe in your abilities, to embrace your power, you will start creating the results you've always dreamed of. You've heard the phrase, you are your own worst enemy. Well, it's true, but here's the good news. You can choose to stop being your own enemy. You can choose to stop holding yourself back. The mind is a powerful thing. It either propels you toward greatness or it drags you down to mediocrity. Here's where the shift happens. Choose to take control of your thoughts. You have the power to decide how you respond to challenges, how you face adversity, and most importantly, how you speak to yourself. The way you talk to yourself will dictate the way you show up in the world. So start being your biggest cheerleader. Start rooting for your success. Start believing in your own ability to rise above any circumstance. But believing in yourself isn't enough. You must back up that belief with action. You must choose to take massive action even when it feels uncomfortable. The most successful people are those who act despite their fears. They act despite uncertainty. They act even when they don't know exactly how things will unfold. They trust the process, they trust in their ability to figure it out, and they keep moving forward step by step until they reach their goals. It is in the discomfort of action where growth happens. Discomfort is the fertile soil from which success grows. The more you step into that discomfort, the more you expand your potential, the more you grow as a person. Action builds momentum. One small action leads to the next, and before you know it, you've created a momentum that's unstoppable. Momentum becomes the fuel that propels you toward your dreams. Now, let's talk about building the habits that will carry you to success. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. The small, consistent actions you take every day will determine your future. If you are not happy with where you are, ask yourself, what habits am I currently feeding that are keeping me stuck? And what new habits do I need to create to get to where I want to be? The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It's habits. Habits create the life you live, and the beautiful thing is, habits can be changed. You have the power to reshape your life by reshaping your habits. Start by focusing on one small positive habit at a time. Maybe it's waking up earlier, working out consistently, reading every day, or even learning a new skill. These small habits compound over time, and ultimately, they will lead you to extraordinary results. But here's something else to consider. You need to protect your energy. Success is not just about working harder. It's about working smarter. The energy you put into your work, your relationships, and your goals is just as important as the effort you put in. Protect your time and energy. Stop wasting time on things, people, and habits that drain you. Invest your energy in things that align with your goals and values. The people you surround yourself with have a tremendous impact on your energy. Choose to be around those who lift you up, who challenge you, who make you better. The energy of the people around you will either propel you forward or hold you back. Your circle of influence shapes your mindset, your belief system, and your level of success. If you want to grow, you must surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you to grow. And if you ever feel lost or uncertain, remember, you are never starting from scratch. Every step you've taken up until this point has prepared you for what's next. Every failure, every setback, every challenge is simply a lesson, a building block that is preparing you for the next phase of your success. Your journey is unique, and every step along the way is part of the grand plan. The setbacks, the detours, they are necessary parts of your transformation. Without them, you wouldn't be who you are today. But to truly change your life, to create the wealth, the success, and the future you desire, you must keep your mind on the bigger picture. Focus on the outcome, but don't get distracted by the obstacles along the way. When you focus on your vision and align every action with that vision, the obstacles will no longer feel like barriers. Instead, they will feel like stepping stones, pushing you closer to your destination. You must own your decisions. Success starts with you. It starts with you deciding right now to take full responsibility for your life. No one else is coming to save you. The power to change your future is in your hands, and you must take control of it. You can choose to blame the circumstances, the people around you, or the world for your lack of progress, but that won't get you anywhere. Take full responsibility, and you'll realize that you have the power to make anything happen. As you make that decision to take control of your life, remember that the path is never easy, but it's always worth it. Success isn't a moment, it's a journey. And that journey is about becoming who you are meant to be. Every day is a chance to move closer to the person you want to become, to take the actions that will shape your future. You are the architect of your destiny. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the weight of the moment. This is your time, the moment when everything changes. Everything you need is already inside of you. Your potential is limitless. And the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the decision to start to act, to believe in yourself. Focus on yourself before you lose everything. Focus on becoming the person who is capable of achieving all you desire. Because once you focus on yourself, once you believe in your power, there is nothing that can stop you. The world is yours to create. Keep moving forward, keep growing, keep believing, and the best is yet to come. As you stand at the crossroads of your journey, take a moment to embrace the weight of your potential. This moment right now is a turning point. The decisions you make today will echo through the rest of your life. You are the one who holds the pen to your story, no one else. The actions you take, the choices you make, will determine the legacy you leave. It's not always easy to understand the power of each small decision you make today. We often get caught up in the rush, the noise, and the distractions that life throws at us, but the reality is this: each moment counts. The habits you form, the way you respond to challenges, the mindset you cultivate, these are the building blocks of your future. Let me ask you, what kind of future do you want? Not just in terms of material wealth, but in terms of happiness, fulfillment, peace, and impact. What does success look like for you? The answer to that question will shape everything you do. You need to get crystal clear about what you want to create. When you know what you're after, when you see the end result in your mind, you have the clarity to navigate the journey, no matter how challenging it may be. But understand this: it's not about waiting for success to find you. It's about creating it, step by step, day by day. It's about taking responsibility for your life. Stop waiting for the world to hand you success. Success doesn't arrive by chance. It's created by your decisions, your actions, and your willingness to show up every day with purpose. Now, let's talk about focus, because this is where so many people miss the mark. Focus is the key to unlocking your full potential. Without focus, you scatter your energy in 100 different directions, never making any real progress toward your goals. But when you focus, when you hone in on what matters most, you channel your energy, your time, and your efforts toward achieving that specific goal. Focus creates power. It allows you to move through life with purpose, with intention, and with relentless drive. Focus is not just about cutting out distractions. It's about clarifying your priorities and committing to them. If you are spread too thin, constantly pulled in different directions, you cannot fully devote yourself to what matters most. And let's face it, there's always going to be distractions. There will always be opportunities to take the easy route, to procrastinate, to do what feels comfortable in the moment. But success is about doing what is uncomfortable now, to create the life you want later. This is why self-discipline is the second key to success. Without self-discipline, focus is meaningless. Discipline is the ability to stay on course, even when your mind and emotions try to pull you in other directions. It's the commitment to your vision and the ability to make the right choices, even when they aren't easy or popular. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about showing up day after day and doing what you said you would do. It's about consistency. When you commit to doing the work every single day, even when you don't feel like it, you're building the foundation for your success. Discipline turns your dreams into reality. It's not the motivation that gets you to your goals, it's discipline. And remember, discipline and focus alone will not get you all the way to your goal. You need to cultivate resilience. Resilience is the inner strength that allows you to rise after every fall. It's the ability to keep going when things get tough, when it feels like the odds are against you, and when failure seems imminent. Every person who has achieved great success has faced setbacks, and they've overcome them, not because they were invincible, but because they refused to give up. Resilience is the difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't. Understand that setbacks and failures are not the end. They are the stepping stones that will elevate you to the next level. They are lessons in disguise, opportunities for growth, and the sharpening of your character. When you fail, embrace it. Take the lesson it offers, apply it, and keep moving forward. Resilience is about turning obstacles into opportunities. It's the muscle that strengthens with each challenge you overcome. Now, let's turn to your mindset, because it is the ultimate driver of your success. Your mindset determines how you perceive the world, how you respond to challenges, and most importantly, how you see yourself. The way you think about yourself will dictate your actions. If you believe you are capable of achieving great things, you will act accordingly. But if you believe you are incapable, you will limit your potential. So, ask yourself, What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you are worthy of success? Do you believe you are capable of achieving your goals? Do you believe you have the power to shape your life? If not, then change that belief now. You are the architect of your own destiny. You have the power to decide who you are and what you are capable of. The most successful people are the ones who believe in their ability to achieve greatness, no matter where they start from. They've cultivated a growth mindset, one that sees challenges as opportunities to learn and improve. They understand that their abilities are not fixed. They are constantly evolving, growing, and developing. You have that same power. But belief alone won't get you there. You need to take massive action. You must decide right now that you are going to take action toward your goals every single day. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect opportunity. They created their own opportunities by taking consistent, massive action. Action is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Don't wait for everything to line up perfectly. Start where you are with what you have and keep going. Now, as you move forward, always remember that true success is a process, not an event. It takes time, effort, patience, and consistent commitment to your vision. There will be moments when things feel impossible. There will be days when it seems like nothing is working, and the mountain ahead feels too high to climb. But those are the moments when your character is being built, when your resilience is being tested, and when your focus is sharpened. You will face challenges, but you will rise above them. Take a moment to reflect on your journey so far. How far have you come? How much stronger, wiser, and more capable are you than when you first started? You are already becoming the person who can achieve anything. Every step you take today brings you closer to the success you desire and the person you are destined to become. Keep going, keep focusing, keep believing. Your future is waiting for you to claim it. It's up to you to step into it with the full knowledge that you are worthy of the success you desire and that you have everything inside of you to make it happen. So, take the next step. Focus on yourself, on your growth, on your goals. Trust that every action you take today will lead you to the life you've always wanted. You are in control of your destiny. Now, go create the future you deserve. The best is yet to come. As you take the next step toward your future, remember this. You are not just a product of your circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. Every action, every thought, every decision is molding your path. And if you want to change the direction of your life, the change must start from within you. You must make a conscious decision to transform yourself, to grow, to become the person who can achieve what others deem impossible. The future you want does not just magically appear. It's built brick by brick through the choices you make today. Your future is being shaped by the actions you take now, and as long as you commit to your vision, you will get there. But you must be relentless. Success doesn't come from convenience. Success is forged in the fires of perseverance, determination, and belief. Here's the truth. You can't wait for the stars to align. You have to align yourself with your goals, your vision, and your destiny. You must decide to be relentless in your pursuit. Even when the road gets tough, when the going gets hard, when the challenges mount, when the fears try to grip you, that's when you push through. That's when you double down. No one who ever achieved anything remarkable did so by quitting. They did it by continuing to put one foot in front of the other, by learning from each setback, by adapting, and by never allowing fear or doubt to dictate their future. If you are going to make a mark on this world, you must be prepared to fight for it. The fight won't always be against external forces. It will often be against your own doubts, your own comfort zone, and your own fears. And let's talk about the power of resilience, because resilience is what will keep you standing tall when everything else falls apart. Resilience is the ability to bounce back, to rise when you're knocked down, to keep moving forward even when the road seems impossibly long. This is the trait that will separate you from those who simply wish for success and those who create it. Resilience is not something you are born with, it's something you cultivate. It's the muscle that grows stronger the more you use it. The truth is, there will always be tough days. There will always be things that don't go according to plan. There will be setbacks. But it's not about the setback, it's about how you respond. Will you stay down or will you get up? Will you let adversity stop you, or will you use it to fuel your growth? The more you embrace challenges, the more you'll realize that they don't defeat you, they refine you. In these moments, remind yourself that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of success. Every successful person has failed. Failure is not something to be afraid of. It's something to learn from. It teaches you, it sharpens you, and it prepares you for the next level. And let's not forget the importance of daily habits. Success isn't a giant leap, it's the result of the small, disciplined actions you take each day. The secret to lasting success lies in your ability to show up consistently, no matter what, and to focus on the actions that will lead you to your goals. Success is built on what you do when no one is watching. Every day is an opportunity to build the habits that will carry you forward. Whether it's waking up early, reading something that challenges you, working on a skill, or staying focused on your vision, these habits will compound over time and lead you to greatness. The beauty of habits is that they don't need to be grandiose. They need to be consistent. What you do today will determine the person you are tomorrow. What are you doing right now that will help you achieve your goals? What habits are you building that will shape your future? Are you moving closer to your dreams with every action you take? Or are you allowing distractions to divert you? Focus on your growth every single day. Every small action, every bit of effort, every day of discipline is a building block for your future success. And don't wait for perfect conditions to take action. The right time to start is now, because waiting for everything to align perfectly means you'll never take that first step. The future isn't built by waiting, it's built by acting, by choosing to start where you are with what you have. So own your journey, own your decisions, own your path, no matter how difficult it may seem. Success is not a matter of luck, it's a matter of persistence, of hard work, and of believing in your vision so strongly that you refuse to give up. And as you walk this path, never lose sight of the bigger picture. Remember, you're not just building success for the sake of personal gain. You're building it for something greater, for the impact you will make on those around you, for the legacy you will leave, for the way you will inspire others to believe in themselves too. Your journey is not just about what you can achieve for yourself, it's about the person you become and the difference you make. Success is the byproduct of a life well lived, a life lived with intention, with purpose, with focus, and with a commitment to growth. It's about becoming the person who is worthy of everything you've dreamed of. So as you continue, remain committed to your vision, but also remain committed to becoming the person who can handle the success you desire. Because the true reward of this journey is not just the external results, it's the internal transformation that happens as you step into your true potential. Now is the time. Focus on yourself before you lose everything. Focus on your mindset, your habits, your actions, and your resilience. Your success is in your hands, and it begins right now. Keep moving forward. Keep evolving. Keep believing in your ability to create the life you desire. The best is yet to come. Your future is waiting for you to step into it with everything you've got. As you continue down the path to success, remember that you are constantly being tested. Life will push you, challenge you, and try to knock you off course. It will test your resolve, your dedication, and your belief in your vision. But every test you face is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Success is built on your ability to stay the course when things get tough. It's about your ability to stay disciplined, focused, and determined in the face of uncertainty. It's easy to stay on track when everything is going well, when the wind is at your back and the sun is shining. The true test of your character is how you perform when things aren't easy. When the road gets rough, when obstacles rise up in front of you, that's when your resilience is forged. Every time you face a challenge and choose to keep moving forward, you're proving to the universe that you're not someone who can be stopped. You're showing up not just for your goals, but for yourself. You're telling yourself that no matter what happens, you will not quit. And with that kind of resolve, nothing can stop you. But here's the secret to enduring through the difficult times. It's all about your mindset. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. It's the way you respond to every challenge that determines whether or not you will succeed. People with a growth mindset know that setbacks are simply part of the process. They don't see failure as something permanent. They see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. In every failure, there is a lesson. In every setback, there is an opportunity to refine your approach, to rework your plan, to push yourself to become even better. Success is not just about doing things right, it's about learning from everything you do. So, as you continue to pursue your goals, remember that setbacks are not the end of your journey. They are simply a detour on the path to your success. When you face challenges, remind yourself, this is part of my growth. This is preparing me for something greater. Focus on your response to adversity, and you will build an unshakable foundation. When life challenges you, respond with a determination to rise above it, to move forward with even more clarity, strength, and commitment. Your ability to bounce back is what will define your success. But there's something else you need to understand on this journey. Success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become along the way. The process of becoming successful changes you. It shapes your character, molds your habits, and refines your approach to life. You won't be the same person when you reach your goal as you are today. The person you become in the process is the true reward. Success is about transformation. And that transformation starts within you. It starts with your willingness to look at your life and see where you need to improve, where you need to change, and where you need to step up. If you want to achieve greatness, you must first become great inside. You must align your actions with your goals, your mindset with your potential, and your habits with the success you desire. This is why it's so important to focus on yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Before you can give to the world, before you can contribute to others, you must first take care of yourself. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Focus on cultivating the qualities that will make you strong, resilient, and capable. Build your foundation first, and everything else will fall into place. And as you grow, don't forget to celebrate your progress. Too often, people focus solely on the end result and forget to appreciate how far they've come. Success is a journey, not a destination, and every step forward is worth celebrating. Even the small victories matter, because they are what build momentum and keep you motivated. When you acknowledge your progress, it reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve more. Celebrating your wins, no matter how small, is what keeps you moving forward with excitement and passion. Now, let's talk about something crucial: vision. Your vision is the map that guides you through life. It's the reason you get out of bed every morning and keep moving forward. But vision is not enough on its own. You need clarity, and clarity comes from understanding exactly what you want, why you want it, and what you're willing to do to achieve it. Your vision should be so clear, so vivid, that it fuels your fire every single day. Get clear about what you want. Don't let your goals be vague or undefined. Make them specific, measurable, and powerful. Your vision should make you feel alive. It should pull you out of bed every day with excitement, and it should keep you focused when things get tough. If you haven't done so already, take a moment to visualize your future. Imagine the life you want to create, not just the material rewards, but the kind of person you want to become, the legacy you want to leave. Visualize the impact you want to have on others and the change you want to see in the world. Now, let me remind you of something important. Success is not just about making money or achieving personal milestones. True success is about making a difference in your own life, in the lives of others, and in the world. Success is about becoming the person you need to be to create positive change. As you focus on yourself, your growth, and your vision, remember that the world needs your light. The world needs your gifts, your skills, and your potential. Don't keep them hidden. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Step into your power and know that the more you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, the more you will be able to contribute to those around you and to the world. So, as you continue on this path, always remember, you are the creator of your life. You are the architect of your future. You have everything within you to create the success you desire. And the only thing standing between you and your goals is the decision to keep moving forward. Take a moment to reflect on your progress, on your journey, and on the incredible transformation you are undergoing. You are closer to your goals than you think, and the best version of your life is waiting for you. Now, step into it. Keep believing, keep growing, keep moving forward, The best is yet to come. Your success is inevitable. As you continue on this journey, there's a truth that you need to embrace with every fiber of your being. You are the architect of your life. The life you desire, the success you want to achieve, it all starts with you. And to create that life, you must commit to the process of becoming someone worthy of it. This journey, this pursuit of greatness, is not about reaching some final destination. It's about who you become on the way there. You see, too many people think success is something they can acquire, something they can grab with their hands. But success isn't an object, it's a state of being. Success is the byproduct of a mindset, a commitment, and a way of living. It's a way of thinking, acting, and carrying yourself through life. The person you are today is not the person who will achieve success. The person you must become is someone who is willing to push through adversity, face their fears head on, and grow every single day. Think about where you are right now. What habits are you cultivating today that will lead to your success tomorrow? Every decision you make, every action you take is either bringing you closer to the person you want to become or keeping you stagnant in the life you're trying to escape. If you want change, you must choose to act differently, think differently, and show up differently. Success isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart, about working with purpose. The world is full of distractions, and it's easy to get caught up in the noise. But when you focus on your vision, when you make that vision the core of your decisions, everything else falls into place. When you stop chasing after things and start chasing after your purpose, you'll find that the path becomes clearer, the distractions fade away, and the right opportunities begin to reveal themselves. This is the power of focus. Focus allows you to cut through the noise and zero in on what matters. It gives you the strength to say no to the things that don't align with your goals. It allows you to make the tough decisions, to set boundaries, and to keep moving forward no matter the obstacles. And when you focus, everything around you begins to work in your favor. When you commit to your vision with full focus and unwavering dedication, you are no longer at the mercy of life's circumstances. You become the force that shapes your future. You take control of your destiny and refuse to let anything stop you from achieving the life you've always dreamed of. Now let's talk about sacrifice. Every success story has an element of sacrifice in it. You cannot achieve anything meaningful without giving something up, whether it's time, comfort, or old habits that no longer serve you. You will have to make choices. You will have to make decisions that feel uncomfortable, that require you to push yourself beyond what you thought was possible. But understand this. The sacrifices you make today are investments in your future success. The sacrifices you make will test your commitment. They will challenge your belief in your vision. But each sacrifice is a step toward your growth. It's not about making sacrifices because you're being forced to. It's about choosing to let go of the things that no longer serve you, old patterns, limiting beliefs and habits that keep you stuck so you can create room for something greater. The most successful people are those who have learned to make sacrifices that align with their long-term vision. They are willing to trade short-term comfort for long-term fulfillment. They understand that in order to achieve greatness, they must first let go of the things that are holding them back. Now, let's address a critical aspect of the journey: self-doubt. Every person who has ever accomplished anything meaningful has dealt with self-doubt. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is that the successful ones don't let doubt control them. They use doubt as fuel to push forward, to keep going even when they don't feel ready, to act even when they feel uncertain. Self-doubt will always be a companion on the road to success. But rather than fearing it, embrace it as a sign that you are stretching your boundaries. When you doubt yourself, it's an indication that you are pushing beyond your comfort zone, and that's where growth happens. The key is not to wait for doubt to disappear before you act. It's to act in spite of the doubt. Take the step anyway. Keep going, even when you don't feel ready. Because when you do that, you're building the muscle of confidence. And each time you face your doubts and keep moving forward, you're proving to yourself that you are capable of achieving the impossible. And while you work on cultivating your inner strength, don't forget the importance of your environment. You are a product of the people you surround yourself with. The energy of the people around you will either uplift you or drag you down. If you want to grow, if you want to reach higher levels of success, you need to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, and who hold you accountable. The people you choose to spend your time with will either help you build or tear down your dreams. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, who see your potential, and who will encourage you to keep going when things get tough. Your circle should challenge you to become better, not keep you comfortable where you are. And as you move forward, continue to take ownership of your life. Success is not something that happens to you. It's something you create. It's about taking responsibility for your choices, your actions, and your future. You have the power to create whatever life you desire, but only if you take full responsibility for what happens to you. No one else can make those decisions for you. You are the one who decides the course of your life. Take ownership of your time, your actions, and your decisions. Don't let anyone or anything dictate your future. When you fully commit to your vision, take responsibility for your journey, and surround yourself with the right people, you will start to see the change you've been waiting for. Remember, success is not an accident. It's not a matter of chance. It is a matter of decision, discipline, and dedication. It's about taking small, consistent actions every day, about staying focused on your vision, and about not letting anything stand in your way. So, as you continue forward, keep moving with purpose. Focus on yourself. Build the habits that will lead to your success. Embrace the discomfort, because that's where the growth happens. And above all, never lose sight of your vision. It's the one thing that will guide you through the darkest of days and keep you moving toward the light. You have everything inside you to create the life you want. Now go, step forward with confidence, and make it happen. The best is yet to come. The journey is yours to create. Keep believing. Keep moving forward. Your time is now. As you press forward, understand that success is not a straight line. The path to greatness is full of twists, turns, and moments of doubt. But it is the courage to continue despite the uncertainty that will ultimately define you. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to deepen your resilience, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your will. When things feel hard, when progress seems slow, remind yourself that the struggle is where you grow. Success is not about avoiding the hardships, it's about how you choose to face them. How do you react when life gives you obstacles? Do you retreat or do you rise? The answer to that question is what separates those who succeed from those who settle. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who have avoided adversity. They are the ones who have mastered it. You will encounter moments where the climb feels too steep, where the challenges feel insurmountable. But these moments are a test of your commitment, your belief, and your drive. And with each step forward, even in the face of adversity, you will realize that the hardest moments are the ones that prepare you for the next level of success. The higher you climb, the stronger you become, and with every step, the world will start to open up to you in ways you never expected. Understand this. Success is built in the dark, in the moments when no one is watching, when you are alone with your thoughts, with your goals, and with your work. When no applause echoes, when no one tells you how great you are, that is when you build your foundation. What you do in private, the work you put in when no one is looking, is what will eventually shine in public. Every quiet effort counts. Every single decision you make matters. This is why self-discipline is so critical. Discipline keeps you going when the excitement fades, when the newness of a goal wears off, and when the rewards seem distant. Discipline is what makes you do the work even when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when doubt creeps in, and when the world outside seems to be throwing every distraction in your way. But discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Each day is a chance to build your discipline and your character. It's a chance to become the person who doesn't need motivation to take action, the person who has built such strong habits that success becomes inevitable. Your actions today are shaping your tomorrow. So take action now, even when it feels difficult, and build the future you deserve. And as you cultivate that discipline, never forget to fuel your mind. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have, and it must be nourished. You can't expect to achieve greatness if you're filling your mind with negativity, doubt, or anything that doesn't serve your vision. What you feed your mind matters. Feed it with positivity. with knowledge, with growth. Surround yourself with inspiring people. Read books that expand your thinking. Listen to podcasts and watch videos that motivate and educate you. Remember, you are what you feed your mind. If you feed it with negativity, you will become negative. If you feed it with doubt, you will start doubting yourself. But if you feed it with positivity, empowerment, and wisdom, you will grow into the person who is capable of achieving anything. Your mind is your most precious resource. Treat it like one. And as you continue to develop your mind, learn to embrace uncertainty. The road to success is never fully predictable. If it were, everyone would be walking it. The most successful people are the ones who can navigate the unknown with confidence, who can take risks, trust their instincts, and continue moving forward when the path isn't clear. Trust in yourself and in the process. And understand that uncertainty is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Every challenge, every obstacle, every setback you face is simply part of the puzzle, guiding you toward your success. When you face the unknown with courage and trust, you open up a world of opportunity. The unknown is where growth happens. It's where new ideas emerge, where innovation thrives, and where greatness is forged. The key to thriving in uncertainty is taking small, deliberate actions. The more you act, the clearer the path becomes. Don't wait for everything to align perfectly because it never will. Start now with what you have, where you are, and let the path unfold as you move forward. As you continue, remain grounded in gratitude. Gratitude is the bridge between where you are and where you want to go. When you are grateful for what you have, you shift your energy to a place of abundance. Gratitude magnifies the good. It attracts more of what you want, and it shifts your perspective. When things get tough, remind yourself of what you've already achieved, the blessings you already have, and the strength you've shown up with so far. Gratitude transforms your outlook and attracts success into your life. And in every step of your journey, remember that you are never alone. You are part of a greater story, a larger network of people who are working to build the life they want. Success is not just for you, it's for the people you will inspire, the people you will lead, and the communities you will build. As you succeed, you empower others to succeed too. Your journey is not just about your personal victory, it's about lifting others as you rise. True success is about creating a ripple effect of inspiration, empowerment, and positive change. You are here not just to achieve for yourself, but to show others what's possible. You are the proof that if one person can succeed, so can others. And when you create a community of people who believe in their own potential, you create a legacy. So, as you keep walking your path, remember that success is not a destination, it's a process. Every step you take, every action you make is leading you to something greater. Stay committed to your vision, stay disciplined in your actions, and always remain focused on your personal growth. The world is waiting for you to show up, to step into your greatness, and to create the life you've always dreamed of. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are well on your way to creating the future you've envisioned. Keep moving forward, and remember that the best is yet to come. Take the next step. It's waiting for you. The world is yours to create. As you continue this journey toward your greatest potential, never forget that success is a mindset before it's a reality. What you think about yourself and your potential will ultimately determine what you are able to accomplish. The mind is the most powerful tool you have. It can either limit you or propel you to unimaginable heights. The way you perceive your abilities, your situation, and your future is the foundation upon which all your actions are built. So, what are you telling yourself every day? Are you affirming your ability to succeed, or are you reinforcing your limitations? The stories we tell ourselves shape our reality. If you believe success is out of reach, that's exactly what you will find. But if you believe success is inevitable, you will start noticing opportunities, resources, and people that align with your vision. The shift in your mindset will be the first and most crucial step toward transforming your life. But belief alone won't get you where you want to go. Your mindset must be paired with consistent action. Every small effort you put forth today compounds into the future you desire. Success is not the result of a single extraordinary effort. It's the result of many small actions repeated every day, even when you don't feel like it. Every action you take is an investment in your future. To create that future, you need to be intentional. Your life is not meant to be lived by accident. Too many people drift through life, reacting to the circumstances that come their way, waiting for the perfect moment to take action. But the perfect moment is always now. The time to act is today. The time to build, to grow, to make the decisions that will shape your life is always in the present. Think about the habits that have led you to where you are today. Are they helping you build the future you want? Because if you want something different, you must do something different. You cannot keep doing the same things and expect a different result. Look at the small decisions you make every day, what you eat, how you spend your time, how you respond to challenges. These are the things that shape your future. If you want to create lasting success, create the habits that will sustain you through difficult times. Create the discipline to keep moving forward, even when the results aren't immediate and the motivation is nowhere to be found. Success is built on the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's not about waiting for the right circumstances to show up. It's about creating them. It's about making the decision to work towards your vision every day, no matter the obstacles. You have to show up for yourself, consistently, day in and day out. Success doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It waits for you to act. As you continue to push forward, understand that growth will not always be linear. Some days will feel like a giant leap forward, while others will feel like you're stuck in place, running in circles. But every effort counts. Every day you take action is a step closer to your dreams, even if it feels like you're not making progress. Success is the accumulation of all your efforts, even the ones that seem small, even the ones that seem insignificant in the moment. This is where the power of persistence comes in. You must develop the ability to keep going, even when results aren't visible. The most successful people are not the ones who never faced obstacles. They are the ones who continued to push forward, even when the road was difficult and the results weren't showing up fast enough. Persistence is a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it. The ability to keep going in the face of adversity is what separates those who make it from those who give up. Now, as you move through this process, understand that there is power in stillness. The world is filled with noise, distractions, and external pressure. Everyone has an opinion on how you should live, what you should do, and what's right for you. But you must learn to tune out the noise and listen to your own inner voice. Trust yourself. The wisdom you seek is already within you. It's not about looking for answers outside of yourself. It's about listening to the guidance that comes from within, the wisdom that is already there. Take time to reflect, to sit in stillness, to listen to your thoughts, and to align your decisions with your inner truth. The more you listen to your own intuition, the clearer your path will become. It's in these moments of stillness that your best ideas will arise. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that you will see what you need to do next. Life is not a race, it's a journey. And sometimes the best way forward is to pause, recalibrate, and then proceed with greater clarity. And as you continue on this path, remember that success is not just about achieving your own dreams. It's about becoming a source of inspiration for others. When you achieve your goals, you don't just change your own life, you change the lives of those around you. Your success will inspire others to believe in themselves, to take action, and to pursue their own greatness. Success is about community. It's about lifting each other up, about sharing your knowledge, your experiences, and your wisdom. The more you give, the more you receive. Success is not a solo endeavor, it's a shared experience. The more you help others succeed, the more success will flow to you. Now, take a moment to reflect on your journey so far. Look at how far you've come, the obstacles you've overcome, and the lessons you've learned. You've already built a foundation. Every step you've taken up to this point has prepared you for what's ahead. So, take the next step with confidence. Keep building, keep growing, keep evolving. The road ahead may be long, but every effort you put in today will pay off. The best is yet to come. Your future is waiting for you. Step into it. Now move forward with courage, knowing that you have everything inside of you to create the life you want. Keep believing, keep pushing, and keep moving towards your greatness. The world is yours to create. Now go make it happen. As you continue on this transformative journey, let's address something critical: your relationship with time. Time is your most precious resource. It is the one thing that, once spent, cannot be reclaimed. Every minute you waste, every hour you squander, is time that could have been used to build your future. But the most powerful part of this realization is that you have the power to control how you use your time. Time does not control you. It's the choices you make that determine how time works for you. Success is built over time, not in fleeting moments of brilliance. It is the consistent, deliberate use of time every day, every hour, every minute that leads to results. How are you choosing to use your time? Are you investing it in things that move you closer to your goals, or are you allowing distractions, procrastination, and doubt to steal it away? The way you use your time today is shaping the life you will live tomorrow. You must get intentional with your time. Eliminate distractions. Focus on what truly matters. And prioritize the actions that will move you forward. Time, when used properly, becomes a powerful tool that works in your favor, but if you waste it, it will slip through your fingers, leaving you wondering where all your energy went. But even as you commit to making the most of your time, don't forget the power of rest and recovery. Success is not about grinding nonstop, it's about finding a balance that fuels your growth. Just as you need to work hard, you also need to take time to recharge. Your energy is finite, and if you burn out, your effectiveness diminishes. So, while you push forward, don't forget to invest in your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity for sustaining long-term success. Recharge, rest, and come back stronger. In this pursuit of success, it's important to remember that there will be days of doubt, days when you question if you're on the right path, and days when it feels like your goals are slipping further away. On those days, dig deep. Know that the discomfort you feel is a sign that you're growing. Greatness is never comfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. Transformation is uncomfortable. And success is uncomfortable. But it is in that discomfort that you find the strength to rise above. And when you feel that resistance, remind yourself of why you started. Reconnect with your vision, your purpose, your reason for doing this. When the road gets tough, your why will be the fuel that keeps you moving forward. Your why is the fire that burns, even on the hardest days. It will keep you going when the circumstances aren't ideal, when the results haven't yet shown up, and when the doubts creep in. Your why will always carry you through, and it will keep your momentum alive, even when the world seems to be pushing against you. Here's something else to consider as you move forward. Focus on progress, not perfection. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that you have to do everything perfectly, that every step must be flawless, or that if things aren't going as planned, you've failed. But the reality is that perfection doesn't exist, and success is built on progress, not perfection. Every small step forward counts, and as long as you're moving, you're making progress. Celebrate every win, no matter how small it may seem, because each one is a step closer to the person you're becoming and the life you're creating. The journey to success is never easy, but it's always worth it. Every challenge, every obstacle, every setback is preparing you for something bigger, something greater than you can see right now. The best version of your life is already within you, and it is waiting to be realized. But in order to bring it to life, you must stay committed, focused, and determined. Success is built on consistency, resilience, and the willingness to keep moving forward, even when the road gets hard. Your future self is watching you right now, waiting for you to make the decision to step into your greatness. Every time you choose to act, every time you choose to focus on your vision, every time you choose to move past your fear, you're getting one step closer to the future you want. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it now. You have everything inside you to make this happen. Every decision you make today is a reflection of who you're becoming. So decide, right now, that you're going to be the person who keeps moving forward, who doesn't let fear control them, and who refuses to give up on their dreams. You are the creator of your own destiny, and there is no limit to what you can achieve when you put your mind to it and take action. Believe in your potential, trust the process, and never stop moving forward. The best is yet to come, and your future is waiting for you to take the first step toward it. Now is your time. Step into it with confidence, with courage, and with the unshakable belief that you are capable of creating everything you desire. The world is ready for you to rise. The future is yours to create. Now, go out and make it happen. As you continue to move forward on your journey, there's a fundamental truth that must resonate deep within you. Success is not a destination, it's a continuous process of becoming. Every day you take action, every decision you make, and every challenge you overcome is shaping the person you're becoming. Success isn't something you achieve once, it's something you live every single day. So, don't rush. Trust the process and trust yourself. Understand that the success you're seeking requires you to become someone capable of handling it. You can't skip the necessary growth steps. Every setback, every obstacle, and every challenge is teaching you exactly what you need to know to thrive at the next level. You see, it's not about avoiding the hard times. It's about learning how to thrive through them. It's about building the internal strength to rise above the challenges and keep moving forward, knowing that each challenge is simply a chapter in your story, a story that will make your victory even sweeter. True success is found in the persistence, in the ability to keep going when others give up. Every challenge is a test, and it's designed to reveal something about you that you can't see right now. It's meant to teach you about your resilience, your character, and your ability to adapt. Success doesn't require perfection. It requires the willingness to keep going, to keep getting back up, and to keep showing up. And the more you persist, the stronger you become. The pain you feel today will turn into power tomorrow. What seems impossible now will eventually become your foundation for future success. Remember, success is not about avoiding failure. It's about learning how to use failure as a springboard for growth. You don't have to be perfect to succeed, but you do have to be consistent. Consistency is your greatest ally because it builds momentum. It's that momentum that will keep you moving forward when the journey feels long and the results feel distant. One small step forward every single day will lead you to a life of unimaginable results. But here's something crucial. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. The fastest way to burn out is to try to do everything all at once. Pace yourself. You don't have to achieve everything in one day. Instead, focus on the next step, the next moment, the next decision. Trust that every step you take is leading you toward your goal, no matter how small it seems. This is why it's so important to embrace the process. We often place so much focus on the end result, the finish line, that we forget that success is built every single. It's the moments when no one is watching, when you're putting in the work with no immediate reward, that shape who you are and who you will become. And this is why celebrating your small wins is so powerful. Every small victory is a step closer to your bigger goal, and those small victories add up to something extraordinary. Now, take a moment and ask yourself, how committed am I to my own success? Are you willing to put in the time and effort, even when the results aren't immediately apparent? Are you willing to show up, even when the world around you doesn't seem to be supporting you? Because the road to success isn't for the faint of heart, it's for those who are willing to put in the work, even when they don't feel like it, even when the obstacles seem impossible. If you're serious about achieving your dreams, you must make the commitment to show up, no matter what. You must commit to the journey, to the process of becoming the person who is capable of achieving those dreams. Success isn't about the destination. It's about becoming someone who is worthy of the life you want to live. And when the going gets tough, remember why you started. Keep reminding yourself of your vision, of the life you're building, and the impact you want to have. When you keep your vision at the forefront of your mind, you stay grounded in purpose, even in the face of adversity. Your why is the driving force that will get you through the difficult days, the moments when giving up feels like the easier option. Hold on to that vision. Let it be the thing that fuels you on the days you feel like quitting. But even as you push forward, don't forget to take time to reflect. Take time to check in with yourself, to assess where you are, and to recalibrate if necessary. Self-reflection is a powerful tool because it allows you to course correct, learn from your mistakes, and refine your approach. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Look back, celebrate how far you've come, and then keep moving forward. As you move through this journey, you will realize that success is not about having everything figured out from the start. It's not about having a perfect plan, a perfect strategy, or even perfect conditions. Success is about taking action in the face of uncertainty. It's about having the courage to take the next step, even when you don't have all the answers. And the most important part of that journey is learning to trust yourself. Trust that you are capable, trust that you are making progress, and trust that you are headed in the right direction, even when the path is unclear. So, keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Your success is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. As long as you stay focused, disciplined, and resilient, you are guaranteed to reach the life you desire. You are already on the right path, and every action you take today brings you one step closer to your goals. And as you continue on this journey, know that there are no limits to what you can achieve. The only limits are the ones you place on yourself. You have everything you need within you to build the life you want. So take a deep breath, step forward with confidence, and know that the best version of your life is already in the making. Keep believing in yourself. Keep trusting the process, and keep moving forward. Your future is already in your hands, and it is waiting for you to claim it. The best is yet to come. Now go make it happen. Focus on yourself. Not because others don't matter, but because you do. Not because you're better than them, but because the moment you lose yourself trying to track everyone else's path, you forget why you're even here. And you are here for a reason that cannot be fulfilled by imitation, a reason that gets buried every time you compare your journey to someone else's highlight reel. Focus on yourself because distraction is the enemy of destiny. You don't need to watch how fast they're running. You don't need to measure your steps against their success. You don't need to pace your progress based on the noise outside of you, because none of that noise will build your peace. None of that noise will write your story. None of that noise will matter at the end. And yet we chase it. We refresh the feed, compare the numbers, drown our own voice in the applause of others, wondering why we still feel empty, still feel small, still feel behind. You feel behind when you abandon your own rhythm to march in someone else's parade. But focus is the return to self, the return to silence, the return to truth. You don't need to look around to know what's possible. You need to look within, because inside you is a current of clarity waiting to be heard, a direction already forming, a map with your name on it, not theirs. And when you focus on yourself, you stop chasing approval. You start creating alignment. You stop hustling for recognition. You start moving with intention. You stop living reactively, and you start living deliberately, because that's what self-focus really is. It's not selfish. It's sacred. It's choosing to water your own roots, to sharpen your own mind, to stay so committed to your own elevation that comparison becomes a joke and gossip becomes irrelevant. You're not trying to win the game. You're building a new one where your joy doesn't depend on someone else's failure, one where your timeline is respected, not rushed, one where your growth is celebrated, not commodified. This is the power of inward focus. It quiets the chaos. It sharpens the edges. It reminds you, you were never meant to live diluted just to be digestible to the masses. You were meant to become, to evolve, to expand in silence, and let your life make the noise. So build in silence. Train in peace. Learn without the need to announce it. Heal without needing the world to understand it. Work like no one's watching, and grow like nothing can stop you. Because the more you focus on yourself, the less distracted you are by drama, the less reactive you are to rejection, the less addicted you are to being seen. You don't need to be seen when you're secure in who you are. You don't need to be understood when you understand your mission. And you don't need validation when your discipline is louder than your doubt. That's the beauty of focus. It returns your energy. It restores your power. It removes the need for permission because you already gave it to yourself. And from that place, everything changes. Your work deepens. Your voice strengthens. Your decisions get bolder. Your time becomes sacred. Your progress becomes inevitable. Because when you focus on yourself, you remember the real competition was never them. It was who you were yesterday. It was the version of you that settled, that delayed, that played small to fit inside a comfort zone built by fear. But that version is gone because you chose to stop watching others win and start becoming someone who can't lose. Because when you stop watching others win and start becoming someone who can't lose, everything inside you shifts. You stop living in reaction. You stop living in regret. You start living in real time. No more looking back. No more looking sideways. Only forward, only within. And when you live within, you begin to tap into something they can't teach. A kind of confidence that doesn't shout. A kind of power that doesn't flex. A kind of direction that doesn't detour every time someone else gets ahead. You stop needing to announce your progress because your peace already feels like a win. You stop trying to explain your pace because your purpose doesn't rush. You stop wondering if they're watching because you are. You're watching your own habits. You're watching your own thoughts. You're watching your own evolution, and that's more than enough. When you focus on yourself, you become the architect of your energy, of your identity, of your environment. You start curating your inputs. You start selecting your circle. You start protecting your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. And you realize you don't need 1 million followers to stay accountable. You need one commitment to your own standard. That standard becomes your compass. It tells you when to rest. It tells you when to rise. It tells you when to push. And it tells you when to cut the noise and return to the work. Because the work is sacred. Not the kind you do for approval. The kind you do for alignment. The kind of work that shapes your soul. The kind that sharpens your integrity. The kind that rewires every old narrative that said, stay small, stay safe, stay silent. Not anymore. Because now you're focused. And focus is clarity. Focus is momentum. Focus is the fire that burns longer than motivation ever could. It doesn't care who's ahead. It doesn't flinch when others win. It doesn't spiral when life slows down. It stays grounded, committed, unapologetically inward. You're not avoiding the world, you're owning your world. And when you do that, when you focus on yourself so deeply that you become whole without needing a witness, you don't just grow, you glow, not to be seen, but because you're finally lit from within. Lit from within, and that light doesn't flicker with opinion. It doesn't dim when others shine. It doesn't need a spotlight because it's rooted in identity. And when your identity becomes your foundation, you no longer live for applause, you live for alignment. You no longer ask, what will they think? You ask, is this true to who I'm becoming? That's the real shift. From outside in to inside out. From watching the world to building your own. From reacting to noise to responding from presence. You start protecting your focus like treasure. You stop trading your peace for popularity. You stop giving your attention to anything that doesn't grow you, because your attention is sacred now, and you no longer waste sacred things on shallow distractions. You've matured. You've outgrown the need to keep up. You've walked away from the urge to prove. You've graduated from needing to be seen to choosing to be sovereign. This is what happens when you truly focus on yourself. You find your rhythm, not the world's. You find your power, not their praise. You find your edge not through competition, but through calm. Because focus doesn't need frenzy. It just needs truth. And the truth is, you were never meant to follow every trend. You were never meant to chase every crowd. You were never meant to mold yourself to match someone else's moment. You were meant to cultivate your own. And now you are. Now, you're walking in quiet certainty. You're speaking only when it's rooted in substance. You're choosing growth over attention. You're choosing self-respect over self-exposure. You're not the loudest. You're not the fastest. But you're the most anchored. And that's what will outlast them all. Because storms don't shake the focused. They sharpen them. And the world will keep spinning. The noise will keep rising. The pace will keep accelerating. But you'll keep building. Keep breathing. Keep becoming. Not because they're watching, but because you finally are. Because you finally are. You're watching how you move. You're listening to your inner voice before the outer noise. You're paying attention to what energizes you, drains you, distracts you, elevates you. You've become your own observer, your own motivator, your own mirror. And from that place, from that deep internal awareness, you're finally living with authority. Not borrowed confidence, not copied routines, not secondhand ambition, but self-issued permission to rise as the original blueprint you were designed to be. No more rehearsing other people's scripts. No more comparing your raw season to their curated highlight. No more giving your soul away one scroll at a time. You're done bleeding energy into everyone else's life and finally pouring it into your own. Because here's the truth. They're not ahead of you. They're not better than you. They're not your standard. Your standard is you leveled up, locked in, lit from within. So you return to yourself every day like a discipline. You choose solitude over attention. You choose structure over scattered. You choose to build in the quiet while they perform in the noise. And what you build, it will last. Because it wasn't born from pressure, it was born from purpose. It wasn't birthed in imitation. It was forged in isolation. And that isolation wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Preparation for the version of you who no longer breaks under judgment, who no longer bends for applause, who no longer bargains with fear. Because now, you don't just know what you want. You know who you are. And that knowledge, that's the most powerful thing on earth. It's what makes your focus bulletproof. It's what makes your path non-negotiable. It's what makes your presence enough with or without recognition. So protect it. Protect your peace. Protect your vision. Protect your inner world from anything that tries to pull you off your path. Because you are your own source now. And when you move from that place, that anchored, aligned, awakened place, you don't just focus on yourself. You become a force no one can ignore. You become a force no one can ignore. Not because you're louder, but because you're real. Not because you're everywhere, but because you're fully here. Fully planted. Fully present. Fully powerful. Because when you focus on yourself, something sacred happens. Your energy stops leaking. Your thoughts stop scattering. Your path stops fragmenting under the weight of other people's opinions. And suddenly, you can see again. Clearly. Sharply. Through the fog. Through the noise. Through the lies the world tried to hand you. You remember, I don't need their pace to prove my progress. I don't need their spotlight to validate my shine. I don't need their lane. I'm building my own. And that lane, it may be quiet. It may be unseen. It may be slow, but it's true. And truth is undefeated. Because while they jump from trend to trend, you are laying bricks. While they build for attention, you're building for impact. While they chase applause, you're earning peace. And that peace is power. It's what lets you walk into any room and not need to perform. It's what lets you lead without forcing, stand without explaining, and win without watching who's losing. Because your focus is too expensive to waste, too valuable to rent out, too sacred to dilute. And so you move different now. You don't flinch when others shine. You light your own flame deeper. You don't shrink to fit their comfort. You expand to meet your calling. You don't ask, am I doing enough? You ask, Am I becoming aligned? Because aligned is better than accepted. Aligned is better than applauded. Aligned is unshakable. So keep building your focus like a fortress. Let the world do what it does. Let others move how they move. You move like you've already seen the future you're building. And the only thing left is to become the one who deserves to live in it. Become the one who deserves to live in it. Not by accident. Not by luck. Not because someone handed it to you, but because you earned it in the dark. You stayed when others quit. You focused when others scattered. You committed when it would have been easier to fold. That's who you are now. The one who doesn't need to chase because you've become magnetic through mastery. The one who doesn't watch others win because you root for them, knowing their win doesn't take a single ounce from yours. The one who knows what's mine is already written, and what's theirs doesn't belong to me anyway. You no longer orbit around what people expect you stand, in what you've chosen. You no longer dilute your pace to stay palatable. You run in stride with your own spirit. And that kind of focus, it's not just rare, it's revolutionary. Because it means you finally trust yourself. You trust your timing. You trust your evolution. You trust that even when the results are invisible, your growth is non-negotiable. You trust that focusing on yourself isn't selfish. It's strategic. It's how you pull your power back. It's how you show the world what alignment looks like. It's how you walk into a room with no need to impress, just the quiet dominance of someone who knows who they are. And in a world full of noise, that kind of presence doesn't whisper. It thunders. So let it thunder. Let your focus speak before you do. Let your consistency roar before you explain. Let your journey unfold with such grounded boldness that the world doesn't just watch. It adjusts to your standard. Because you're not here to watch others live. You're here to embody your own brilliance so completely that your very existence gives others permission to focus on theirs. This is your moment. This is your lane. This is your life. Own it without apology. Protect it without exception. Live it without ever looking sideways again. Focus on yourself and let the world feel the ripple. Let them wonder how you did it so quietly. And when they ask, just smile, because you'll know you did it the only way that ever really works. You focused. You grew. You became